are you all doing? I hope you're all doing well. Happy New Year! This is my first video of the year. I think today's video is going to make some people really like, oh wow, this is cool. I think other people are going to be horrified just based on comments I've had before about this product, and I figured, hey, we gotta do it. I have a giant box from the Woobles. The Woobles I have made content on several times here on my channel. Essentially, it's a learn to crochet kit, and they are pretty pricey. They're $30. Inside you get a crochet hook, the yarn, you also get a video tutorial, which is very detailed because they do videos for both left-handers and right-handers. And personally, I have learned to crochet in a at least basic sense thanks to the Wooble kits. They're very fun. They do a lot of collabs as well, which I like. They've done Barbie, they've done Scooby-Doo, they've done the Grinch. A lot of crocheters have a love-hate relationship with the Woobles because whenever I do videos based on the Woobles, a lot of people that are professional crocheters or people that just know how to crochet, they're always horrified and tell me that like they are very overpriced. You could get patterns online and then you could get yarn for a lot cheaper. So I would love to know your thoughts on these kits, which are $50 each. But these aren't just regular Woobles. Oh no, these are giant Woobles. So essentially the same thing they've always been, but slightly bigger. In fact, they're 2 times bigger than your standard Wooble. So as is the theme of my channel, I bought them so that you don't have to, so I can let you know if they're good or not. And as always, I will link these in the description. If you are genuinely interested, I will of course link everything from today's video. So instead of just buying one, I decided to buy the entire set that they did because they only make 4 giant Woobles, and I'm not the biggest fan of them in the world, but they are very cute. So I paid $195 for this. Extra squeezy Capybara, extra squeezy red panda, very angry red panda at that. Then we have my personal favorite, Phyllis, the extra squeezy manatee. And last but not least, we have our little toucan here. You get like mini accessories. So here's tiny bamboo, a tiny straw hat, a tiny yuzu, and a tiny baby manatee, which is adorable. But how necessary is it really to go from this to double the size? Is it necessary? Is it easier? I personally am very excited for this because I find these to be very small and fiddly, and I'm not the biggest fan of doing them because they are so fiddly. Today I'm going to be doing 3 of these kits, and this 4th kit I want to give away to one of you. So this one you see right here I am holding, I'm going to ship this out to somebody in the comments down below. So if you'd like to enter to win the extra squeezy toucan right here, leave a comment down below telling me your New Year's resolution. Make sure you're subscribed and also like this video because it genuinely does help me out, and I will pick a winner in a week. So yeah, I'm excited to see if this is any good. So I think it's about time we get started, and let's go. All right, I want to start with this one right here, the 2 times bigger extra squeezy Phyllis the manatee. How freaking cute. 12 inches by 5.5 inches apparently, and it's just 2 times bigger. And I'm like, this seems bigger than just 2 times bigger to me. But then I pulled out a regular Woobles box, and I mean, it's 2 times bigger, I suppose. I actually bought this one in Walmart over the holidays. I did not film me doing this one. I just wanted to do this for fun because I actually genuinely do these for fun. I really enjoy them. My bold little Grinch here. But yeah, here we go. Phyllis the manatee. I want to start with this one. So let's go ahead and open this up. And inside, oh, the yarn is actually bigger. Okay, this, I'm so happy about this. I'll be honest, I was a little bit worried it was going to be this yarn they normally give you, but just like double the size of it. So I am very glad this is bigger. So yes, finally. Oh my gosh, even the little, these are even bigger. How cute. I mean, they're cute and also big. And look how big the magic ring is. Woobles, please do more of these. I don't really like the tiny ones. They're really annoying. Then next up inside here, we have a vacuum sealed, crinkly on the outside, softy on the inside stuffing, I suppose. Since I plan to do 3 of these and I'm no professional crocheter, I am in this for the long haul. This is going to take me all day. So I need to take my vitamins, my minerals, I need some energy. Today I'm going to be doing that with the help of AG1, who are kindly sponsoring today's video. I actually first heard of this brand probably going on 8 years ago now from my mum because she is a religious user of AG1. AG1 is a clinically studied daily health drink. It combines multivitamins, probiotics, and a blend of superfoods into one scoop. I have never been someone that's looked at a green drink and gone, that That looks delicious, but I tell you what, this is the best one I've tried. AG1 allows me to increase my intake of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, replenishes my daily nutrients, and also, it's winter. This supports my immune system and immune defense, which I really appreciate. You'd honestly be really hard pressed to find a better all-around powder/supplement on the market today.
AG1 sources the best and highest quality ingredients it can find, plus it's gluten-free, dairy-free, paleo, vegan, keto, and less than 1 gram of naturally occurring sugar. I love that it reduces bloating and helps my digestion, which has always been something I have struggled with. Plus, as a bonus, I don't need coffee because I feel a boost in energy when I have it. If you're pregnant or nursing, speak to your healthcare professional before taking AG1. And for a limited time only, if you head to drinkag1.com/ChloeRosar or scan the QR code on the screen now, you'll get a free AG1 duffel bag and a free AG1 welcome kit with your first subscription order. Only while supplies last. And thanks so much to AG1 for sponsoring today's video.
Next up, we have a very small amount of his nostrils, I'm guessing. Then we have the wee woobly bits plus how to wooble. So inside we have the instructions. I'm actually going to attempt to do this by reading the pattern mostly. So here's our card, and on the other side is the QR code that you can use to make him. And then we have ginormous eyeballs, and I mean, these aren't actually ginormous. I'm just so used to the minuscule size of everything Woobles that this is just a novelty to me. And then we have a bigger, wait, is it bigger? Okay, so this is our regular hook. This is our new hook. So yes, a lot bigger in comparison. This is customized Phyllis 8mm. These ones are, it doesn't tell you. As I say, I'm a big fan of Woobles. It's genuinely taught me to crochet, and I know I still keep buying them instead of doing things myself, but I just really enjoy it. I just find it really fun that you have everything all in one, but hopefully at some point I'll feel comfortable enough to just go ahead and just buy a ball of yarn. But this is nice. So the orange one is usually the first one we crochet into, then this is the second, this is the third. These are kind of pointless when you know what you're doing. You need the first one, that helps. But the good thing again about the Woobles is the fact that if you're left-handed, they have left-handed tutorials and right-handed tutorials. Okay, so here's the tutorial. It's already by default on right-handed because of course there's like 90% more right-handed people in the world than left-handed. I am left-handed, therefore I always switch it to left-handed if I'm watching the videos, and they have all of the videos here, all of the sections that you can go through, which there seems to be a lot. But you can also click here to just download the pattern, and it's basically just a PDF of the pattern. They give you photos which help too, but I'm just gonna go ahead and see if I can do most of it by the pattern, because what takes a lot of time is just sitting and watching the videos again. I'm really hoping this isn't gonna take me a stupid amount of time because it's basically the same thing but bigger, so it should be less fiddly and more enjoyable. Okay, let's go ahead and we'll start. We'll see how long this takes me. It's 10:45 now. I'm gonna have a lot of breaks, but here we go. So this is what they refer to as a skein of yarn, and I watched my sister-in-law a year ago unravel the whole thing and make it into like a ball so it just like rolled better. I think this is also why people have like bowls for their balls of yarn, but we'll see. Let's just go ahead, carry on. Also, I really want to learn how to embroider. I've seen so many people do the most adorable little cardigans for kids, and I want to learn how to do it. And there's nothing too much like that on YouTube. If anyone knows of some good tutorials of how to embroider cardigans, please, 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 please let me know. So I have almost finished with the body, and this is actually an hour's worth of work. That's all this has taken me so far. Now, obviously, if you are a complete beginner, you need all of the video tutorials. This will take a lot longer than an hour. The only reason this has taken me an hour is because I'm just reading the pattern, because thanks to the Woobles kits in the first place, I can actually read basic patterns now, which is nice. It's probably going to be at least another hour before I'm finished because I have to like make the nose smaller, I have to add the embroidery for the eyes, I also have to make the fins and the tails, so it's going to be at least another hour, possibly 2. It depends how long those take me. But yeah, this is how it looks so far. So this is actually the last round of the manatee's body, and then we're gonna fasten it off, which I am gonna have to watch the video tutorial for that because that's one thing that I always need help with. Wow, that's a lot of stuffing actually. I don't think we're gonna need anywhere near as much as they've given us. I also just realized I was supposed to stuff it before doing that last round, so just making life harder for myself. Okay, I was supposed to put the eyeballs in too, and I've not done that yet, so let's do that. Between rows 4 and 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe right there. I feel like he's just all like randomly shaped. I am doing this all ass about face, as we say, because I've put stuffing in it now before putting these in, so let's take that out. Two. Okay, so there's our eyes. This is gonna be squished in somehow. I'm not sure how. I'm definitely gonna have to watch a video tutorial about that. Okay, so it looks like the tutorials at least are for a bigger plushie, so at least they have refilmed them for something bigger instead of just recycling all of the small ones like they tend to do. Okay, there is our manatee. He needs some help. He's not done yet, clearly. I'm gonna go ahead and make the arms now. One thing I don't know how to make is a magic loop, so I just do the modified version because I haven't spent time trying to learn, so I just do it the Woobles way. Honestly, this is just so much easier than the really, really small Woobles that they do already. Like the generic size Woobles, they're great, but this is so much easier. Like if you are a beginner, I would honestly think about starting with these. It's like a night and day difference, honestly. The only thing I'm finding a little harder is this hook. It's harder to keep the yarn on. I don't know if it's just this hook because the other one's metal and has more of a curve. That's probably why. But other than that, everything about this is so much easier because you can really see what you're doing. It's not as fiddly. Even like these little arms, they're so common in Woobles projects to do these tiny little accessories or like arms or, you know, legs or whatever. And it's always just so difficult because they're so small. Okay, so there's one arm. We're gonna go ahead and do the others now. Cool, that looks pretty good. I'm very happy with that. Okay, let's go on to I think it's the tail we do now. So this is about an hour and a half worth of work so far, so still not too bad. Okay, so just like I'd hoped, they do in fact have the tutorial with bigger yarn, so at least they haven't just recycled the original yarn, which technically they could have done because it's basically the same thing, but they are showing you with bigger yarn, bigger crochet hook, so that is good. I made the butt very ugly, so I am putting the tail over the butt so you can't see it. Although now he has stuffing coming out his butt, so that's not ideal, is it? Okay, that's fine. He's so cute. I'm very happy with that so far. Okay, now all we have to do is make the snout. It's been about 2 hours and this is what I've achieved in the 2 hours that I've done it. I had to watch a brief video tutorial because this one started off as a chain and I'm not as familiar with that as starting off with like a magic loop or a magic ring. So I watched a tutorial just to figure out how to start this one. Not sure what happened there, but so far this is awesome. Did not take me too long, but again, I am following the pattern for 95% of this. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and make the snout and I will see you when it's done. Okay, I am officially done. This took me, I want to say, 2 hours, 45 minutes to 3 hours. So not too bad for me. This is how he looks. I think he's oh, he's buggered off. I think he looks really, really good. I think I made his tail a little bit too high. I think it's supposed to be a little lower down. And also looking at it, I swear that I flipped this 3D piece inside out like you're supposed to, but I'm looking at it now and I'm like, I don't think I did because it looks very different to the body. But I embroidered the little nose and the eyeballs and the little arms and everything, so I am very, very happy with that. I much preferred this project to the regular ones. This was far, far more enjoyable than any of the other Woobles projects I've done, just because it was just easier to work with in the sense it's just bigger, you know? This was the very first Woobles that I ever did. So this is just like the standard size versus how this one looks. And as you can see, that's more than double the size. It says it's 2 times bigger, but it's at least 3 times bigger in my opinion than the original. And you can see sort of the yarn size as well. Vastly, vastly different. So 10 out of 10. I feel they need to make more pieces this size, or at least give the option to have, say, this, but in a bigger size. I think that would be awesome. But yeah, here he is. He's so cute. I'm gonna go ahead now and probably work on this one, I think. He is absolutely adorable and I want to make him. So we're gonna go ahead and do this one next. Okay, so here we have the capybara. I'm gonna be honest, I do not know a whole lot about them. Look how cute. Look at the baby ones. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. I love them. I want one. Okay, let's open this bag. We of course have our big ball of yarn. We have our softie on the inside, stuffing, our woobly bits, quite a large dark brown roll, and we have some black yarn as well. And we have a mint. I've just realized they match the color of the bag. I didn't realize that before they matched the color of the bag. That's clever. Hue the capybara. Cute. Okay. I'm kind of getting to a point now where I'm not sure, unless they have a really special kit that I want the pattern of. I don't know if I'm gonna really buy a whole lot of Woobles going forward, because I feel like I'm at a point now where I could just buy their book, which again, I will link in the description, but I feel like I could buy their book and make patterns from that and just use whatever yarn I wanted to. Oh, we actually don't have eyes in this one because we're gonna be embroidering them, I guess. Cool, okay, this should be fun. Okay, let's get going with this pattern. Again, I'm gonna start off just using the actual written instructions until I get to a point where I might be like, I don't know what the heck I'm doing. Is one of those crochet ball bowls actually worth buying? Like, do they actually help? Because I am very tempted to buy one, but I don't want to buy it if it's just, you know, for no reason. Okay, so we're 5 rounds in now, in about 15 minutes. Gonna turn this now because it's starting to curl, because this is the neater side. And then I'm gonna keep going because we're on a roll. I'm very happy with this so far. I mean, it's just literally just looks like the turd emoji, to be fair, but I'm gonna keep going, see how much we can do. My little one is napping at the moment, so I'm hoping I can get a good amount of this done. My arms are hurting. You can tell I haven't done crochet for a while because my arms are like so sore. I think it's not helping. I'm trying to extend my arms to film it and it's like hurting my arms holding them out like this the whole time. Okay, we're on round 8, so now we're on round 9. The pattern's getting a little bit more complex, but not too bad. So yeah, we're about half an hour in now. This is what it's looking like. It looks like a wobbly, I don't even know what, but this is because this is the bottom and I think this is where it's starting to come out for the actual head. So that should hopefully come together nicely. We're just about to start round number 10. So it looks like there's only about 17 rounds. So we're getting on pretty well so far. This is the weirdest shaped crochet project I've ever done. Is that his butt cheeks? It's so strangely shaped. I'm so excited to see how it comes out. Okay, so for the next 3 rows, we're just doing single crochet all the way around. I'm trusting the process because it just looks like a fancy poop emoji at the moment. Not even that, a poop emoji that's just been driven over. I'm guessing this is just the body because I'm not really sure at this point. I actually don't know what is what. I thought we were making the head, but I think the head starts from the magic ring they gave us. so at this point it's asking us to stuff it, but I feel like my sister-in-law said something that makes sense to me. She said she doesn't usually like to do the stuffing until very, very last, because if you're having to like sew something on, when you're sewing, the stuffing starts coming out, which is why, for example, on the Manatee, I had to sew this tail on and the stuffing starts coming out as I'm sewing it on. But at the same time, I think they probably tell you to stuff it first so you kind of get your bearings a little bit with it. Because right now, I don't know what the heck I'm looking at. I think that's the front. Yeah, that has to be it. I'm gonna go by the directions and stuff it just so I get my bearings a little bit. And I am not an advanced crocheter in any means, so I just don't want to make it harder for myself. Okay, that is the crochet part done. Let's close this up now. Okay, we have closed it. We're gonna stick it through. Stupid stuffing is very visible, but I made this all from a pattern. I'm very happy with myself, even though the head's kind of shaped weird. Very, very happy about that. Okay, so we've done the body. Now we've got to figure out how to do the other parts. The eyes with black yarn. I have a weird big piece here for some reason. I'm not sure what that's all about. I am going to watch the video tutorial for the embroidery part though, just because I want to make sure that I do it correctly and put it in the right spots. It does tell me like it's pretty detailed, but I am a very visual person. So with stuff like this, I like to make sure it looks right. Every time I do a Woobles project, the center ring that they make always sticks up from the rest of the project that I've done. I don't know if it's a me thing. Does anyone else have this? This center ring wasn't that great. It was a little bit like difficult to sort of weave into. I feel like whenever they show you, like this is their center ring and this is our center ring, I can't help but feel like they don't do it as well as they do it for the video tutorials. Like it looks completely different to me. Or is that just me? I've sewn this on. I don't think it looks great, but it's gonna have to do because, yeah.
Counting this way towards the back of the head so we...
These scissors suck. Okay, he's coming together. He's looking kind of cute with his one ear. Let's do the other one. I'm gonna go ahead and start on the legs now and see how we get on.
Ta-da! They are all officially completed. I absolutely loved how these came out. I should also probably make a point of saying, I know you didn't see me make the red panda. That would be because I actually didn't make the red panda. I had planned to do it myself, but my sister-in-law was actually visiting me as I was filming this video, and she asked if she could do one for me, so I of course said yes. So here is our little angry red panda. It's probably a good thing I didn't film myself doing this because this video would be about an hour long. I am obsessed with all of them. I think my favourite though would be the capybara, but I don't know, I like the manatee too. Let me know your favourite in the comments down below.
Okay, overall thoughts on these extra squeezy Woobles kits. I personally would always buy these bigger sizes if that was an option. As much as the small kits are cute and convenient, I much preferred working at a bigger scale. It didn't take me quite as long, but also I'm not sure if it's because I was just reading the pattern instead of watching the videos, which is quite a slow process. For example, this took me 8 or 9 hours to do. He took me 3. So that's obviously, I'd never done it before, and this is obviously after several crochet projects I've done, but I feel like the difference in size here, this is much bigger than that one. The capybara, I'm still not technically done with it. Okay, you've seen it done, but I'm filming this before it's technically done. But the capybara, look how cute he is. He's so cute. He is more like double the size, I would say, but the manatee is huge. He's a big boy. He's really cool. Biggest difference, obviously, size. They have changed up the tutorials to be with the bigger yarn, which I think is good. They still do the same thing where they're kind of showing you how to to do stitches in different colors of yarn. So they kind of repurpose videos for each pattern. You're not like just following them from step 1 to step 100. They kind of partway through will leave you to kind of just figure it out for yourself because they've obviously taught you how to do it. Now they're like, here's the pattern, carry on. That being said, these are the most detailed crochet videos that I have ever seen. And the only real change I would make to the Woobles is for them to make the tutorial just on the piece you are working on instead of repurposing different videos for each step. It's not necessary, but I think for how much you're spending on these, I think that they probably should do that. Because at the end of the day, they are giving you yarn, but the yarn itself they're giving you is not that expensive. You do get extra yarn though, so you probably could easily make 2 of these projects out of the yarn they give you. So there is that to consider. You can usually make at least 2 of them. And you do obviously get to keep the pattern. They allow you to add it to your account, so you can just go ahead and do that. But considering they do repurpose a lot of the tutorials, you're essentially spending $50 for a pattern, some yarn, and the tutorials. So if you already know how to crochet, these kind of are a little bit pointless to you, and I wouldn't really say that you even want to buy these. I think if you're someone like me that's decently into crocheting but still not like a professional at it, these are still really, really fun. But yeah, overall, I really enjoyed these. I genuinely did. If they release more, especially collabs with these bigger balls of yarn, I would be all over that. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Also, again, remember, if you want to enter to win the little toucan and the little accessory kit, let me know your New Year's resolutions down in the comments below. And yeah, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I really, really hope that you enjoyed it. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you in the next video.